Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm King George. I'm the owner of T.Y.I Productions. I am the curator of Black 31 magazine. Today we are here with another special guest from the community of Germantown. That's where I'm from. That's what you listen. This is what I'm talking about. This young lady right here is an entrepreneur. She is the owner of the B.L.A.C.K Theater.
KDD.
She owns her own dance studio within the theater. And this weekend, she's having one of the most creative festivals, the Germantown Arts District Festival, that's happening this Saturday, September 13th. So without further ado, can we please give it up for the owner, Miss Kristen? Let's go. Thank you. Listen, thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So most importantly, right, I want to ask you, what does art mean to you?
Art is what happens when a creative person has something to say. Yeah, so art to me is very simply the expression of a thought, feeling,
Yes.
person, at any given time. Art is subjective. Art is definite. There's art in everything that you see, that you touch, that you do and experience, everything you wear. Everything you use is someone's expression or creative response to a problem or a question.
That's heavy. That's heavy right there. And let the people know, what is the Black Box Theater all about?
Okay, so the KDD Black Box Theater is the KDD Theater. It's located at 5427 Germantown Avenue. It is, by all definitions, a black box theater. So a black box theater, for those who don't know, is a place and space for rehearsal, for any type of live performance art to be incubated or practiced or sometimes even displayed. And so before a show goes to Broadway, it's typically in a black box, or smaller shows are in a black box. So it's a rehearsal space. It's built beautifully, if I say so myself, but it's a small black box theater for the neighbors of Germantown.
Now I see the connection. I see how the Black Box Theater and why you incorporated dance into theater. I see why. Okay.
Yeah, dance came first. We had a dance studio since 2017, I believe. So the dancing came first. Teaching dance came first, and from there, I knew we wanted a space that we could grow in a space that could provide a new outlook for what performance was, for not only just the kids that we serve, but for the community as a whole. So it was important that, the next step in our, journey, in our business owning journey, was a black box theater.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy. Wow. That's creative. Yo, create. That's creative right there. That's what I'm talking about. How does it feel to be a CEO of your own brand? How does that feel?
It feels great, honestly. If I had a choice in it, I probably would still choose it, but I feel like it kind of chose me. This life of being an entrepreneur, having a brand, developing and being the boss of multiple entities, is something that I think I was kind of born to do. Like, that's the calling over my life. So it feels like having a child, or multiple. Like, you have to keep it alive. You gotta invest in it. You gotta make sure it's growing in the direction that you will want to see it grow. And at the same time, you have to allow it to take its own shape, its own form, and become the entity that it's going to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So all these arts and creations, right? How did Kristen grow up?
Kristen grew up a creative kid with very little limitations. My parents were very great, I'll say, at making sure that no matter what, I knew I could be creative. I grew up in a very musical household.
Okay.
So we were always singing, jamming, vibing out.
Yes.
There was really nothing that I could not do or enjoy. So my entertainment was watching concerts. My joy was going to the studio with my dad. My idea of fun was being able to write songs and then show them to people. So I grew up a very creative kid, with the understanding that it was who I was, and I didn't have to be anything different.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was very fortunate and blessed in that capacity.
That's heavy. That's heavy. I love hearing creative things and actually love reading about different creators. So considering that you are a creator, right? I just want to ask a community question.
Okay.
Especially since we are from the streets of
Germantown.
Yes. Let's see. Listen, she with us right now. That's what I'm talking about. How does Kristen feel about all the gun violence that is plaguing the inner city youth today?
Kristen feels a lot. I feel a lot about it. Of course, it's tragic. It's actually really, I think, insane and something to be studied how quickly we turn to a gun as a solution or as a form of expression. I think now guns have been used as a form of expression. You feel angry, you know, there's a weapon. There's something that you use to get that out.
That's true.
I think it's also a matter of figuring out the heart of the solution, like the heart of the problem.
Yes.
Where are the guns coming from? How exactly do we solve access and cutting off that access?
Yes.
How do we solve making sure people understand that there are other means of communication that could actually be beneficial or less permanently damaging?
Yes.
I think while it's an epidemic that's happening, we have to figure out how we can actually connect to people more.
Yes.
I think a lot of the work that I do is around helping people understand and embrace their creativity because it's our form of expression, right?
Yes.
If we're all born creators in some sense or shape,
yes,
it's important that we embrace that. If we don't embrace that, we create blockages in our life. And those blockages lead to us not being able to fully be who we are.
Yes.
Enter our divinity or our highest self.
Yes.
And I think at the end of the day, that could be part of the solution, making sure that people understand who they are and are able to tap into some sort of flow or creative expression that makes them feel comfort. But a lot of it has to do with, you know, the basic things that we all know are issues and problems that we have to address.
Yes.
That is education, that is our economy, that is what our families look like, that is our justice system, our prison system, that is mental health,
yes,
and support for people.
Yes.
It's a combination of things. So it's painful to watch, and also it's time for a community solution if the systems that we rely on aren't able to provide us with solutions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let the people know, what do you love most about yourself?
About myself?
Yes.
That is a deep question. What do I love most about myself? I love my tenacity. I love that once I feel I know the direction in which I'm called to go,
Yes.
I'm gonna work for it. I'm gonna get it. I love that I can be creative in that way.
Yes.
And that I understand that my creativity is a asset. a part of my identity. It's not something that is an afterthought. It's just who I am. And I think knowing who you are is a huge feat. Like that's a huge thing to embrace, encounter, and rectify with. But I say I'm grateful to know that I'm a creative and not have to hide from that.
Yes. Yes. Jewels. Nothing but jewels. She giving us jewels right. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. September 13th.
September 13th.
This Saturday.
Yeah.
The Germantown Arts District Festival.
GAD, baby.
Why is this going to be a special event this Saturday?
Do you want to know the literal whys or the philosophical why?
All the whys.
All of the whys. The GAD Festival is a brainchild of mine. It's my love letter to Germantown. And as my community, I grew up wanting something like this. It's important to me that there are young people who have this as an example, who have this space as a space to rely on and depend on and look forward to. It's once a year, but that one day out the year, we try to foster a space where no matter what you're into or what you may be curious about, we have provided access to that thing for one day. Whether that is painting, film, photography, whether that's dance, whether it's performance, we want you to be able to, get lost in that thing, to explore it just a little, even for a moment. And so it's an interactive festival in that sense, in that capacity. It's also a space where you can consume art, right? Because access to art is important. That's always important for any thriving society, for any successful culture. We have to have access to art.
Absolutely.
So this Saturday, this event, people have a lot to look forward to. A community mural. We're doing a paint by numbers mural for everyone to participate in, and it's an amazing project designed by Oluwafemi, who is a muralist and audio genius in the city of Philadelphia. We also have an open mic stage backed by Rico Anderson and the Roughnecks. We have a film hub. We have a photography zone with Immortal Vision Studios. We have so much, a HBCU zone, so that you can understand that creativity doesn't stop at the collegiate level. And we partner with AUC Philly Club. They're coming up from Atlanta to help us out with that. We have a youth zone, which is amazing for the young people, but also last year the adults got really into it, because it's all about discovery and exploration. It's a beautiful way to just find and enjoy your inner child. What else are we doing? There's exhibits around the neighborhood. There's just a bunch of stuff happening on the 13th that we want people to be able to participate in.
Yes.
And on top of that, we have a lineup that, if I do say so myself, is quite amazing. We got DJ Nash of International Bounce opening up.
That's heavy.
Aquil Dawood, Rhea Farrell, who else? Suzanne Christine.
Let's go.
Yeah, we got Amir Ali. Chill Moody headlining. It's gonna be awesome. Jamaica Bass,
that's heavy.
we got a star-studded lineup for Philly. So I'm very excited about that, and we got some new talent from Music Artists University, which is great. Opening up, so it's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot going on at the festival all at one time, but it's a beautiful day. Feel the community, feel the opportunities to connect, and not just with other people, but with yourself.
That's heavy. Yes. It's so crazy because being from Germantown, every time I go to Germantown events, these events are always like impactful. It's like huge, nothing but culture. You see nothing but culture everywhere. But I do have a good question for you, because one thing I noticed about what you said about that festival, the arts and the adults and the children, right? That's when you were speaking, I was hearing adults, children, and arts, right? So the question is, wedging the disconnect, right? There's been a disconnect between parents and children. Do you believe that your festival is the string to helping connect back parents and children?
I think it's a string. I really do. I hope it's an asset. I hope it's one of those, my parents dragged me out to this thing and it turned out to be a good joint type situations. I hope it creates memories and like core memories for people, you know? We're trying really hard to bridge gaps and create spaces for whole communities as a culture. That's what we're trying to do. And I think creating those spaces always has a level of pressure. You know, like, is this going to solve the problems? Is this going to, you know, make the violence go away? Is this going to bring investment to our communities? And I think 1,000 little yeses, 1,000 little festivals, 1,000 responses will create a solution. So I'm hoping, while my festival is a drop in a bucket, I'm hoping it's a drop in a bucket towards something good. You know, like if we're able to connect someone young in the community to an elder because they're interested in the same things and they find themselves at the same booth at the same time, and that's cool. If we're able to have a family paint at the station together on the mural and that creates some sort of bonding moment, then that's great. I created the festival so that those moments could exist, you know, but I'm also working really hard not to put pressure on it so that it solves all the things. Like I want it to be a catalyst. You know, it's a domino falling. So hopefully, yes, to answer your question, it builds some connections, and I'm hoping that other people get inspired to create other spaces that will continue to foster those connections.
Yes, absolutely. Now, tell me, what makes the Germantown Arts District Festival stand out from any other festival that we had here in Philadelphia?
Well, it's interactive, you know, like it's not just come spend money, it's come spend time. Like, spend money too, but spend time. Like, I want to take up your day. I want you to be so enamored and just engaged that you lose track of time. I want you to not worry for a few hours, not be focused on survival for a few hours, because I think a lot of us are plagued with that. Like, we live to survive, and at the end of the day, that's not healthy. So that's not healthy. So hopefully the festival, you know, helps you to escape that for a second, you know, helps you feel alive. So this festival is different from every other festival because it's built different. The intention behind it is different. It's not just a place to gather, place to shop. It's a place to shop, and it's a place to gather, and it's a place to connect, and you know, like we try really hard to make sure that there's something for everybody, but there's an underlying tone of community and growth, and also a certain level of attraction, you know, like we want to attract creatives to the space. We want to attract the ideas. We want to make sure that people know you can grow in Germantown.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
How special are the people that are behind the scenes of this festival? Because we always talk about the people that's in front of the scenes. We always talk about the owner. We always talk about the artist. We always talk about how special is the people behind the scenes that's actually helping you put it together.
So we have a team of curators, and those people are very helpful because for me, I never want to pretend to be an expert in something I'm not an expert in. That's not that's not helpful.
I agree. Yeah.
So for these curated zones, they're all partnerships with folks who are experts in that film or photography or music or whatever else, the community mural, like in youth. They're experts in their given zone.
Yes.
And so we rely heavily on them to create spaces and engagement opportunities for people that help them explore that type of art form. That is crucial. That's crucial to the experience that we're providing. It makes it so that it's not just the Kristen show.
Yes.
And that's important. So they're vital, and I wouldn't want to do the festival without them, like at all. I wouldn't want to produce anything without deferring to the experts
Yes.
at what it is that their subject matter is. That and my family. My family is amazing. My mom, my sisters, like, they definitely look out. I have a solid support system.
Okay.
And that's been very, very helpful for me. What else? I have a great partner in my production team. They know what they're doing. And when I don't know what I'm doing, I can definitely rely on them to make sure everything's handled. So that's really, what it is. I would say keeping a strong team and foundation around you is always the key
Yes.
to any type of success.
Yes.
Also sustainability. Like, once you do what you do, you got to sustain it. Once you have what you got to keep it.
That's true.
So yeah, having a strong team is very helpful. I have a family and my family is not just blood related, but I have a family that makes everything a little bit easier.
Okay.
That's heavy. Networking and connections.
Yes.
Let the people know how important is it for network and connections, and when you get into the industry, why is that important?
Okay, so your network is your net worth, as someone so poetically put it. It's very difficult. I'm a wholehearted believer in social capital. I think social capital is just as important as fiat capital. In order for you to get or do things, you have to build community. Like, you gotta not just know people, but have a rapport with folks. Invest in your relationships. So networking for me is building relationships. And it's not just what can I get from you, what trade can we offer each other. But when it comes to community work, it's definitely a little deeper. It's like, how can I care for you? How can I align my priorities with your priorities? How can I make it so that a high tide raises all boats?
Yes.
What are your concerns? What are your concerns? What are your needs that are going unmet? And here are my needs that are going unmet. And not necessarily how can I scratch your back and you scratch mine, or who's the most powerful or influential person in a room, but here's what I'm doing. Here's why I value it. Here's why it's valuable. And do you care? That's mainly the thing. Do you care?
That's true.
I think it's easier to connect with people when there's care involved.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
You're right about
just
that.
that's just the simplest way I can put it.
You're right.
Yeah.
How does the black box theater tie into mental health?
Oh, okay. Dream it up and make it happen is my motto. So as someone who is a huge mental health advocate, I'll say the Black Box Theater is a space for creatives. It's a space for creating. In order to clear your mind and allow it the space it needs to expand or grow or even be challenged.
Yes.
You need space that allows you to do so. For me personally, that's what the Black Box is. Like, the box is a space for me to challenge myself. It's for me to dream it up and make it happen.
Yeah.
It's also a place where I find peace and respite, you know? So it ties into mental health based off of how you choose to utilize it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of up to you. But it is a space in which we preserve the energy, maintain it, and keep it creative, you know? It's kind of like a movie theater is a movie theater.
Yes.
A Black Box Theater is a Black Box Theater. Ours is called the KDD Theater.
Yes.
And what inspired us making it was there weren't any. And there weren't any in the area that we could use or utilize. That and the fact that if you're into theater, if you're into live performance arts, a lot of times you don't have access to that. Yes. Before a certain level or without being in certain programs.
Yes.
So we wanted to make sure it was accessible. You know, we wanted to make sure that you could identify what a black box was if you lived in Germantown and you knew about KDD Theater. Like, you didn't have to ask, what is this and what does it do? Because it's one of those things that only a select group of people really get to experience, you know?
Yeah.
So making it accessible is really what drove us to do that, making a tool like a black box theater accessible.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Okay, thoughts. What do you love most about Germantown?
I love that it is the perfect microcosm of the city of Philadelphia. Like, if you needed to see what the city of Philadelphia was, I would take you to Germantown and tell you it's just about this with everything kind of spread out. We have the green space, like the parks, the trees, the Wissahickon, like all of that, Germantown. We have the art, we have the culture, we have the history. And it's heavy in Germantown. And the people in that neighborhood, they're a special breed, you know? Like, we really built different. I know every neighborhood probably has that, but Germantown's built a little different. The way that we rally around things, the way that we stay engaged, the way that we make sure that we're taken care of, and the way that we fight for our spaces. It's a little different. So, yeah, I would say my favorite thing about Germantown is the people. It's the people, but Germantown's special because not only of the people, but the way it's the way it just naturally is. It's the birthplace of all of it. Like,
That's true.
Yeah, it's the starting point for all of it.
I respect that. I'm from Germantown too. I ain't gonna lie. So everything she's saying, of course, I'll agree.
When you're right, you're right. Period.
Oh, no, I respect it. I respect it so much. When it comes to success, what does success mean to you?
That's a great question. Success can mean a lot of things, but for me personally, it's obedience.
Okay.
Like I said, I feel like there's a calling over my life, and so as long as I can be obedient, remain faithful, and stay within that
Yes.
and those parameters, then I think I'm successful. It's very hard for me to put value on, or put excessive value on certain, how do you say, certain things we may deem as markers for what success is.
Okay.
It's difficult for me to place value or excessive value on certain markers that we typically say success is.
Yes.
Instead, I try really hard to stay faithful. Like, if I can do what I was called to do, then I'm doing a good job. If I can pull it off, I'm okay. So yeah, that's why you stay praying, stay listening,
Yes.
stay obedient.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's heavy. Listen, that's amazing. Stay praying. Stay praying. What advice do you have for young sisters growing up, right, in the community? Most importantly, what they need to know to be successful. What do they need to know to be grounded in being women first? And what do they need to know to push forth their creativity to the max possible?
I'll reframe that a little bit to what I needed to know, because I know everybody's a little different.
Okay.
Staying true to who you are only works when you know who you are. Don't stay true to versions of yourself that are under construction, but know that you're under construction. You know, like, you're growing and changing every day.
Yes.
Your experiences will be your experiences. There is really no right or wrong in ways of doing things. You just do it. There just is. And that is temporary unless you make it permanent, unless you commit to doing the same things over and over.
Yes.
Prioritizing being yourself first is prioritizing knowing yourself first.
Yes.
And being secure in who you are. Don't be afraid to be secure in who you are. Don't be afraid to be strong in that thing and to affirm it and to declare it to the world. And don't let the world and how it's shaped and how it tries to control or limit or pressure you be what you fold to. You know, don't take up space. Just take up space. Be as big and loud and as bold with the biggest, loudest, boldest ideas possible. And don't let anybody tell you you can't have it, because again, as long as you stay prayed, focused, and obedient, you can do whatever it is that you want and have whatever it is that you need.
That's heavy.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Let's go. Let's go. Serio, that's heavy.
Crazy.
That's heavy. Don't let nobody, what do you say? Don't let nobody, what?
Don't let nobody tell you who you are, and don't let anybody force you to be smaller. Don't, take up space. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and you can't have, or what you can and you can't do.
Don't let nobody.
Listen, y'all listening, do not let nobody tell you nothing. Push forth. Push forth.
Let people tell you stuff. Advice is great. Advice is great. That's not the mission. That's not. Let people tell you stuff and listen, because at the end of the day, like, yes, everybody's different and everybody's experience is going to be different. But if you don't have to learn the hard way, do not learn the hard way. Like, take advice, listen, but don't let anyone rain on your parade. Like, don't let anyone tell you you're dreaming too big, or it's too lofty, or it doesn't make sense, it's not going to happen. Like, dream your big one, work hard, pray on it, and do your big one. Like, don't let anybody tell you that what you want is you're incapable of having what it is that you want to have. Ever. Don't let them do it passively or directly. Yeah.
So basically, don't listen to the naysayers.
Don't listen to a naysayer.
Okay.
And if a naysayer says nay, know that there's always somebody else that'll say yes. If it's meant to be, a way will be provided.
They say nay, you pray and walk the other way.
That part. Bars. They say nay, pray and walk the other way. There you go. I said all of that, and he wrapped it up in like
listen,
nice little bow.
That's the Germantown connection.
There you go.
That's what it is.
They say nay, pray and walk away.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Absolutely. Sister. So let the people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram. Personal page is ksc.creative. My GAD page is GAD Philly. And if you want to follow the KDD Theater, it is KDD Theater. All of this is on Instagram. You can find us on the website, gadphilly.org, or ksc2.com, kscii.com.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Y'all listen, give it up for Kristen. Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you. Listen, thank you. I appreciate you. Listen, y'all, go support Kristen. Listen, absolutely. Y'all see this? Listen, the Germantown Arts District Festival is popping off. Listen, this Saturday, September 13th, 11 a.m. until 6.
Until 6. Come out.
Don't forget, listen, don't forget this one, y'all.
Come out.
Come out. Come out.
Come out. Enjoy yourself. Do whatever it is that makes you happy. Find your flow. Be creative. Enjoy some music, some art, people, food. Do your thing.
Yes, and tap in.
Tap in.
So listen, come on out this Saturday.
Tap in.
Support the sister. We will be there, and also she will be in the next edition of Black 31 magazine that's coming out in September for sure.
News to me.
Absolutely. So each and every week, y'all, please do not forget. Listen, we could have your favorite entrepreneur.
Hey.
We could have your favorite poet.
Hey.
We could have your favorite artist. We could have your favorite mental health advocate. We
now.
could have the little girl with the lemonade stand down the street, or it could be you.
It could be you.
So listen, y'all, just tap in. We are the platform of truth. We are the home of the champions and the place where we uplift man, woman, and child. Peace and love, y'all. Can't just turn a blind eye to it. We gotta begin to stand up like men and see what's going on. We gotta grip the youth up by the neck and show them all the things that was special about Malcolm X.